The ocean is vast. It covers most of our world. We think we know it, but we have only scratched the surface. Below the waves, in the crushing dark, there are mysteries we are only just beginning to understand. For years, scientists heard a strange sound coming from the deepest part of the Pacific Ocean. It was a low, powerful noise, unlike anything they had heard before. They called it the bloop. Was it a geological event, the sound of an ice shelf breaking apart? Or could it be something else entirely? Could it be the call of a living creature? One larger and more powerful than any animal we have ever known? Imagine a world where the sun never shines. This is the reality of the deep ocean. Once you descend beyond a few hundred meters, the light begins to fade. First, the reds and oranges disappear, then the yellows and greens. Finally, only a faint, ghostly blue remains. And then, there is nothing. This is the Midnight Zone, a realm of absolute and eternal darkness. Life here has adapted to a world without day or night. There are no seasons, only a constant, unchanging blackness. It is a place where the rules of the world we know no longer apply. The absence of sunlight means there are no plants, so the very foundation of the food chain is completely different. The cold in the deep sea is relentless and severe. The water temperature hovers just a few degrees above freezing, a chilling environment that slows down life. For the creatures that live here, this cold is simply a fact of life. Their bodies are built to function in these frigid conditions, with slow metabolisms that allow them to conserve energy in a world where food can be scarce. In the perpetual night of the deep sea, many creatures create their own light through bioluminescence. The anglerfish is a famous example. It dangles a fleshy, glowing lure to attract curious fish. When they get too close, its massive jaws snap shut. But this living light isn't just for hunting. Other creatures, like the vampire squid, have adapted in equally strange ways. When threatened, it turns itself inside out, exposing fleshy spines, and can release a cloud of glowing mucus to confuse attackers. Exploring the deep sea is honestly one of the greatest challenges humanity has ever faced. It's, in many ways, even more difficult than traveling to space. The immense pressure down there is the biggest obstacle of all. A submersible, the special vehicle used for deep-sea exploration. Its hull must withstand forces that would crumple steel like paper. Built with incredibly thick, strong materials like titanium. Their windows are tiny, made of quartz, made of acrylic many inches thick. Designing and building such a machine is an extraordinary feat of engineering. It requires years of testing and incredible precision. Once a submersible is built, simply getting it to the bottom is a long and perilous journey. The descent can take hours. As the vehicle sinks deeper into the blackness, the crew is completely cut off from the world above. Scientists inside a cramped cockpit, surrounded by controls, looking out a small porthole. Communication is limited and often relies on underwater telephone systems. There is no GPS, so navigation is really difficult. Pilots have to rely on sonar. Pilots use detailed maps of the seafloor, which are often incomplete. The deep ocean may seem remote, but it's vitally important to the health of our entire planet. It acts as the world's heart, with great currents circulating heat, regulating our climate, and absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide. But our actions on the surface are having an impact. Pollution, overfishing, and deep-sea mining could destroy unique habitats and wipe out species before we've even discovered them. The strange and wonderful creatures that live there are a reminder of the Earth's incredible creativity. The wonder of the deep sea should inspire us to be better custodians of our planet.